when I was younger, I did everything every day lads used to do. Played football on the playground, rugby at school. I was in the school football and rugby team, very athletic. I first started to realise I enjoyed the more feminine clothing probably when I was about 7-year-old. I used to sort of try my mother's high heels on, that sort of thing. I think I realised by the age of sort of 12, I very much enjoyed wearing women's clothing to various degrees. It was mainly confined to shoes. I seemed to take the same size as my mother. I didn't like to keep anything in the house. I didn't want to be found out, of course. Managed to find one or two sort of magazines from various places, and I suppose it started really as a fetish for shoes and stockings, etc. As I became a little bit older, say about 16, 17, obviously I had a job. It meant I could do really what I wanted. Still fairly difficult living at home, but I managed to sort of buy clothing, etc. for myself, which was confined to the bedroom. And obviously it was basically a sexual thing. How it all came about, really, dressing further, was about a year and a half ago. I was actually split up from my wife at the time, and I realised that it gave me a lot more opportunity to do what I wanted, and found that with a little bit of help from a friend I had, the makeup was quite easy to put on. That's the key. Once you've mastered the makeup, once you've mastered the facial image, you can pass generally anywhere in public. Obviously we all have different body shapes, and I'm not exactly the slimmest person, but the makeup makes a difference. And about that stage, after sort of realising what I was and what I wanted, I thought there could perhaps be a market for it in the northeast area. I checked around, found that there was not very many places that specialised in dressing for TVs. So I decided that I would try and help others and also fulfil some of my own goals, which was to dress more often and when I wanted. So about a year and a half ago, I decided that I would start a transvestite dressing centre, with me dressing each day as a woman and advertising in various publications for other people who have the problem of dressing. A lot of men do it. A lot of men do it behind the wives' backs or the girlfriends' backs. They do it in the bedroom mainly. Many of them have great desires to look and feel more like a woman. And I found that since I've started, I've helped an awful lot of people along the way. Well, starting the shop a year and a half ago, I decided that the only way to do it is operate on a professional basis. So I generally come to the shop for 10 o'clock in the morning. Generally I will be dressed. And I, at the shop, cater for TVs who I find it very difficult at home to dress. I sometimes have earlier appointments, and obviously very late appointments going up till 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening. I run the business on my own. I find that it's a very rewarding business to run because I'm actually helping so many people who can't do this type of thing at home. Some of the biggest problems men face are wives and girlfriends and the general public, of course. Many men have never ever experienced in their lives putting any makeup on at all. It's very hard actually being out sociably as a TV. I'm actually married to Karen. It's my second marriage. She at least totally understands. First of all, she understands about business, and secondly, she understands that I have needs, that I enjoy going out dressed. We have quite a good social life as a man and woman, and we also have a reasonable social life as a transvestite and as a married couple, basically. The biggest problem is finding venues to go. Most pubs are not accommodating to TVs. There is a very good bar in Darlington which accepts TVs, but even there you have got to be fairly careful. There's at least 30 to 50% of men at one stage in their life have probably been dressed in some form or another, may just be a fancy dress, or it may be in the bedroom behind the wives' backs again, or it may be fully dressed as a TV in a TV dressing centre. I think what people need to realise that these people have a particular need, and they're not perverts or some sort of sexual fiends. They're ordinary people, and if pubs and clubs and restaurants were more accommodating, TVs wouldn't get caught in silly places where they shouldn't be, because they've got nowhere else to go.